Hey Adam, Jessica Peterson here with Peterson SEO. And earlier I spoke with a member of your team and they thought you'd definitely want to check this video out. And I'm super excited that they did because I'm about to show you 3 strategies you can start applying right away. And it's going to make a huge impact in your business. And I know that it's going to because it is the same strategy has impacted over 50 other businesses just like you guys throughout the US. Okay, right now, you guys have organically about 9 people finding your site per month. Okay, that means you're missing out on 60 to 70% of the available jobs every month just not having these strategies in place. Okay, so today we're going to talk 3 main things you can start applying right away. The first is going to be your content keyword strategy. Then we're going to talk citations and then your backlink SEO. Okay. As you can see here, we are on your site. You have a decent looking site. You definitely have the basic fundamentals set up. Let's see, is this click to call? It is. We got click to call phone number, which is good. When it comes to ranking a website, Google does not rank websites based on appearance. It is based on content. And so content is key. We do need a lot of content, and that requires separate pages for all of our major services, which it looks like you do have that, okay? And that's good because Google wants a separate page for that service because that allows you to devote an entire page all about that service, the process you have for that service, and answer the most common questions your customers ask. It allows you to focus that content around the local keyword for that service because 90% of people that are searching for your help don't know who you are yet, so they're not going to be searching your brand. They're going to be searching the local keywords for your services. So whether you're talking about plumbing services or restoration services, those are the keywords they're looking for. So they're going to be looking up terms like water damage restoration, Wichita. Drain clog removal, Wichita. Okay, so they're going to be looking up those type of keywords, and that's what you guys need to be indexing and ranking for. Now, when we talk about content, it's not just having the right pages, but it's the right type of content. So making sure that every image on your page is properly optimized. Let's look at this one. Save images. It just has content. Okay. So that is not an optimized image. Your images need to be optimized with the local keywords people are searching. Okay. And all of this written text also needs to be optimized with those local keywords. We can definitely tell, that you are, pitching for Wichita, which is good, but I'm not really seeing any exact match or any duplication of exact match keywords. And so that's going to make it hard for Google to be able to index you for those keywords. Now, when it comes to the written content, we don't just want any content. We want helpful, useful content, okay? We want more content than our competitors. This homepage here needs at least 1,500 words or more of written content. And when your competitors have 1,500 words, you will need more. You'll need 1,800 or even 2,000 words of content. And this homepage being the most important page of your website because it ties all services together, it really does need a summary of each of your major services with the local keywords. I am happy to see that you do have a form on your page, but as you start getting more and more traffic to your website, if you actually move this all the way to the top in the hero section, we've found that people that do that can get up to 80% more in conversions, okay? And the whole point of driving them here is to convert them into leads and jobs, okay? Not sure what this is. At first I was thinking these were blogs. Maybe it's pulling from your Google Business Profile. I'm not sure where this is coming from. It does add a couple sentences of content every day, but it's not going to be a huge help for you guys. You do need new, fresh content, and good ways to do that is through long form blogs. but just overall doing better than your competition. Better content, better quality, more of it, dialed in keyword strategy, because Google is sending crawlers to your website and it scans every single page of your website, every image, and all of the written content throughout your website to have a better understanding of who you are, what type of services do you offer, and where do you offer those services. Are you serving people outside of Wichita? Because if you are, you might need service area pages so that you can be found in those areas as well. Now, if we look at your top water damage competitor in Wichita, we do have Stober's Restoration. They also have a nice website. They also have separate pages for all their major services. We do notice they have the forum closer to the top, which helps them with their conversions. They have some trust factors here. Got a little bit of content. Not a whole lot. I would definitely say you guys do have more than they do, which is a plus, because you do need more. You just have to get it dialed in. And then they also have all these service area pages as well, which is allowing them to get a bunch more in traffic. Now, we know when your customers do a search, they're going to do a search similar to this. And when they do, we want it to be your website that shows up. And there's 3 main areas on the first page of Google that can happen, and you can get a good position in. Generally, the first are going to be ads, whether those are cost per click or local service ads, which can be beneficial if that's what you want to do. But these next 2 sections here get the bulk of the traffic. So this section here, this is the Google Map Pack or your Google Business Profiles. You want your Google Business Profile to be in this top 3 because 30% of people come straight here and they don't go anywhere else. So when you're not one of these top 3 companies, you're leaving money on the table and quite literally sending your customers to your competitors. So in order to get your profile up here, you do need to further optimize that profile. You need to go out and get a bunch of citations, which are simply listing the name of your business, your address, phone number, and website, and putting those in a bunch of directories, which are things like the Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau, Yelp, Glassdoor, Angie's, and Houzz, and even your social media profiles are citations. So we need more of those than our competitors, and that's going to help you get a good boost to help you get up here in the top 3. And then this third section is the most important section. This is your organic section. This is where most of people come. 60 to 70% of people will skip the ads and the maps and they come right here. So when your website does not show up here for these searches for each service, you're leaving 60 to 70% of the available jobs every month on the table. So in order for your website to show up here, it all comes back to the foundation of this site. Do you have the right content and keyword strategy? And then are you going to support that, or are you supporting that with a backlink SEO strategy? So this is Ahrefs, a paid tool we use to show how your website is performing. We can see here you guys have a rating of 11 out of 100 in Google's Trust Flow, which isn't terrible. Oftentimes I see websites way lower score than this, okay? But it also means Google doesn't really trust the website yet, okay? And yes, that does partly have to do with the quality of the site, but more so the power you are sending to your site. Your website is a tool, and like most tools, it requires power. So we send websites power with backlinks. So while we do need a lot of backlinks, and we do need more than our competition, it's important to understand this is a popularity contest. This, not all backlinks are created equal, so we only want to be going after the good quality do follow links that are closely related to the services that you're offering. So these often come from other websites, other home service type businesses and vendors, etc. Okay? And as you get the good quality links, the score goes higher, and Google promotes your website higher because they trust you and they want to send you more customers. And it also helps you to rank for your keywords. Now, your website doesn't have a real keyword structure or strategy, so you only been indexed for 27 keywords, and you're only getting 9 people to your website per month. And when we look at this, just one second. Sorry about that. When we do look at your keywords, you do have one local keyword that you are ranking for on the very bottom of the first page. But other than that, the traffic is coming from your brand, okay? And so, unfortunately, that means you're missing 90% of the people that are actually searching for your services. So your brand is absolutely important, but you do have to focus on the local keyword strategy. Now, when we look at your competitor, see, they have a lower score than you. They have fewer backlinks than you. But they have more pages. They'll have the service area pages. They have blogs. And so they're indexed for over 300 keywords. And they're getting over 1,000 people to their site every single month. And then when we look at those keywords, they do have a number of the good local keywords. And they're ranking in the top 10. And there's 10 spots per page on Google. And so they're able to get a lot more traffic. And a lot of this good search volume here. So these guys are absolutely beatable for you guys, but you just have to do better than they're doing, okay? So please feel free to take this information, run with it, apply it yourself, and get started today and start helping more people in your community. But if you'd rather focus on what you do best and have a partner in this, at Peterson SEO, this is our specialty. We specialize in working with businesses just like you guys. So please feel free to ask any questions you might have, reply to my email, give us a call or a text, and we'd be happy to chat. And also, if you don't mind, if you could just reply back to my email and give me your thoughts on this video, I'm always striving to make them better. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.